For your presentation, what we're thinking about right now is the comparison to midline frontal theta for the Chitta Matra versus Prasangika group after the meditation training, which is the graph you have from Sudhakar. Then one of the questions, so then I think the second analysis would be what we worked on last time, which is getting the PANIS questionnaire prepared for that same group contrast. So this would be the group contrast that's looking at Prasangika versus Chitta Matra and the laypersons, because after the end and the completion of the meditations training, you have the ability to do a PANIS contrast for all three of those groups. You can't do a meditation contrast for all three of those groups because you only have emptiness training for Prasangika and Chitta Matra groups. You could do breathing meditation, but we're not going to do that now. The third analysis I think I might do is to try to understand why the Chitta Matra group is showing higher midline frontal theta. And I think there's...
broadcasting to the room.
Oh, they put that there intentionally.
Oh, okay, but we hear it.
Okay. Can you talk to Carmen? Maybe move it a little further away. So then the question is, why does the Chitta Matra group show more midline frontal theta? So what we can do is a few analyses in the Chitta Matra group. And I think one analysis that would be good to do
right now we are trying to report at least one or two
midline frontal theta and the amount of practice people did during the month-long training. You indicated that maybe the Chitta Matra group did more training than the Prasangika. A second analysis we could do is to look at what's the relationship between midline frontal theta and PANIS scores. Maybe as PANIS went up, happiness goes up. So we have two tasks. The first task is to organize that PANIS spreadsheet, which is already pretty close to being organized. You probably haven't had a chance to work on that since Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Since
they're watching animals.
Watching animals? Okay. So I think this morning we need to work on getting that organized. And I can help you with that. Is it better?
Recording the camera.
The speakers.
Okay, great. A second thing that we want to do is we want to download the data from Sudhakar, understand it, and get that data into a spreadsheet. And that's not...
And the Chigrang Lasha, sir. Robin Lasha. And then they came the camera, the recording date, and I came. And at least the group Chigaji, Karikdo, Chigame Habura.
Yes.
Cousin order.
Cousin Paragon, how do you?
Publila.
Orang. Juge Chuchis for Diladera. Any color design. Need to Sumba job of the knee, sure. Marda, Kachinero, the Robin Kachi to Jodera. Also, was Mike
on chair.
On chair.
On China, the
Kiprocasa, that is
Maria and Dilla mixing Mara.
Mixing Mari. That is zero.
And the Nazu men and the Dirang Shajavora. That the camera on Shira. Nikisi Mike on China and a recording Chigla Charuba. Oh, and the Machina Yasa. Kalana Dichibusha. Tagisiro, Barudu, the subject to do. Temachiks Tangra. Emparanja Joshana. And at least the Paru discussion Suzuki and Tongura. Distance. Cardinal Diure. Hard disk now.
Dina. Kare.
Kazayama de Dina.
Me additional leon, the leon.
Insert the you could buy that car cool.
We have, is this Jungchup? Jungchup work?
Okay, this one is extra. We just check,
Okay, you were checking?
Yes.
Okay.
Changju work. Changju practice I will take.
So you just check the
Yeah,
formula?
total sum. Yeah.
Okay, so all this checks out.
Yeah.
And then we have, this is participant ID, and then this is T2. So you're in really good shape here. And then we've got the negative and the positive.
Right.
And when presumably we checked all these formulas.
Right.
Does everyone know how to make these summary formulas? Do we want to do another example or check this, or are we okay?
We know that.
You do know?
Yes.
You know, okay. So we're good. So this data set actually looks pretty good to go. One thing we could do is we could start to make an analysis data set where we create a new data set and we copy this. We copy maybe T1 positive and negative, and T2 positive and negative, and then so we get rid of all these extra rows. But we can do that. We can do that later. So what I think you want to do now is you want to get a spreadsheet with some variable that tells us how much they practiced. Do you have your questions?
We have that in PDF.
You have it in PDF, but it's not entered.
Not entered.
So it probably, can I see the question? Do you have the PDF?
Actually, that is in Changchuk's laptop. Pen drive.
Yeah, we can get.
Is it a hard drive?
Pen item.
In your
Flash
room?
drive. Yes. Yes, in the flash drive. So he's going to.
Okay. Yeah. So let's actually do something now, which actually, while you're getting that,
Do you think he could bring or?
yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
let's
Diming main 있었다 지금. 일단 되기도 와. 알레 디 알레 로빈 델라다 누구도. 로빈 누구다. 데 pen drive direct to it.
this is the flash drive, okay.
Yeah.
Let me just, I'm a little hesitant to put that into my, can we put it on your computer? Because you may, yeah.
Have a lot of virus.
And then if you could just, if you could put it up onto the, if we could upload it into the folder. But let's, while you're working on that, let's do this. Let's get the midline funnel theta data. Okay, here we go. So, you send it in MATLAB.
Yeah.
What we really needed him to do is send it as a.
I think it's Daniel. You think it?
I don't have I don't think I've got MATLAB on this computer.
I think it's Daniel. Do we need to ask it to Daniel?
Yeah, let me see. You don't have MATLAB on your computer, do you? No.
I have only each lab.
Give me 1 second.
네, 배제 님과 차차 상하는 님만 여. 알네. 님만 여. 다 배제 코드 데 타이밍 여 인사를. 나를 코드 랍다 내 롱죠. 신문에 전화 말 딜만. 이 지다 매드랩 님에나 내가 지금 말해. 지금도.
While you're getting the PDF, I'm going to go get Daniel so we can get these data bridge up.
그건 말이야. 이 나는 여기 너무 가족에게 타임들이다.
27. So we have actually we have the 30 content participant. So among the 30 participants, which is got 10 questions. This is the one question data. Participants have 30 people. So in one sheet, this is the second question, and another sheet, this is the third question data, and the fourth question data like that. So how do we collect the data from here to
Yeah, so what you're going to want is the average response.
Yes.
Because what's the manipulation? Remind me about the manipulation. So what is changing from day 1 to day 10?
Day 10, yeah.
More practice?
Yes, so in the average, according to the average, there have some changes from day 1 to day 10.
Same question each day, yeah?
Yes, all same question.
And
Same
so
question to the each participant.
They're doing meditation practice?
Yes, they all
So
do.
day 1 is before?
Yes.
Day 10 is when they're
Yes,
finished?
after that. Yes.
So one thing you might expect is the biggest change will be from day 1 to day 10.
Yes.
So you can look every day, but you can also look for this question, was there a change in the average score
Yes.
from day 1 to day 10? Yeah?
So according to the average, the below here sheet, sum up. Yes.
So maybe this is what we're looking at.
Yes.
Yeah?
I'm downloading
You can
it.
just compare those.
Yes. That PM.
Okay.
I let my friends
I have
and
flash drive.
Small change.
In the little stuff.
If you look only at the beginning, then you add the small changes together. That's how much you change. So you might want.
Let's just see if you can even open it.
So,
Is that it?
forget that. So you're going to forward it to my...
Forwarded it to your
Mari,
Daniel Morris.
so then which Wi-Fi should I put it to? Maybe someone's phone can...
Do you typically not get Wi-Fi anywhere?
It just cuts in and out all the time. It switches. So, yeah.
Let me see if I can get a flash drive.
Doesn't actually Google Drive now to search group 8 members. PM PM after question 8. And then morning.
You get it?
After company.
Great.
And 2 days. One after question. Before and after like
So it should be just spreadsheets.
Malnol tapar chimel nima kazu chimel nima shinela
Di sobe di mazur aya rawa na.
Di 공천부터. 근데 다니로 이제 다니 규제 더 잡아. 야나나 뭐.
제가 먼저 나 레벨 3였어요. 이날로 가지고 다른 거 잡으셔도 근데 맥랄 파기보다 근데 이거 카드 제가 거기 다른 상황을 받아보면
So you want this expert somehow?
We see just do they give participant IDs? What is this called?
So here so Mike get that's a good one. Okay, so this is phase 2. Yeah, 7MC.
Yeah, 7MC.
So maybe I should export this somehow.
Yeah, can you just download both into the CSV?
The participant number, can you show? Did it say
It doesn't say, it doesn't give the participant, but presumably it should just. So it should be all participants.
PS2 is the after
So what is EM?
EM is emptiness meditation.
Oh, right. So 7M is what?
7 minutes.
7 minutes Chitta Mantra meditation. Okay. So, yeah, we're pausing it. Good. So I guess is it possible to download it?
Yeah, give me a sec to try to get that.
Should we all watch you?
Maybe not.
You probably want to push that button, but you need to push it really hard.
M5 समझ The meditation minute 5 to 10 This the 2 to 3 days 3 to 5 minutes other meditation yes 5 to 6 5 minutes.
Alright. You're good? You know what to do?
This is like when Karen was teaching me MATLAB. She's like, if you don't know how to do something, just Google it. And
Can you just copy those values and put copy all and put it into CSV? And then we can organize it ourselves. Just copy it. And just open up Excel. Because we can do all the organization on our
okay, yeah, that works.
Let me just see what we have. Yeah, can you email that? Can you do that for both spreadsheets and send to me? We can actually
What's that?
What's that?
So you see, instead of putting them in their own cells, you just put them in.
Can you do it as a open up a CSV file? So they might become scared to one day. Do you have a CSV?
Yes, chill. 10 minutes. Yes.
Sure.
Did Sudhakar give you any explanation for what he sent you?
Yeah, he also sent this one.
Oh, he sent it in R.
And here,
So he sent you all this?
yeah, it's in WhatsApp.
Oh, and what's that?
Yeah, this one from here, the results are new one.
So from here?
This is the what we last yesterday we saw, right? This is in the total.
That's the total, right?
Yes,
So what we need is the.
So the different one is that this is analyze out.
That's the stats. So that's the script. What is this one here? That's the panels. Differential stats. Let's see if this is it. So what did you send me? That's the
same.
So I think this is what you sent me. Oh, here, let's see what he says.
That was 3D files.
Files, converting them to sheets would ruin them. I have added up our program also to read the files. Oh, so he added our program.
Also one thing he did.
The math files have a 3D. This is not helpful. Power of lows. Hello.
I sent an email. Did you get?
You sent me an email?
Yeah, yesterday. I think Sudhakar's.
Oh yeah, we got that. Yeah.
What's on the budget draft?
MATLAB is.
One thing that Sudhakar told me that he doesn't have time. So if possible, he can come here.
Well,
I don't know.
we need something pretty simple, which is just this
This like 초기나 내려고 나가시 되는 내용. 그냥 이 컨테이너 속보다
actually, Daniel, maybe we could open up Notepad. Notepad for math.
phase 1, the phase 2 is like that.
Or text, like a basic text editor.
After
There's like an export to CSV function, so I just need to write out the then you can maybe save this as a...
If you can save it as a CSV. Or even if you send me the text file.
Yes. Search.
Sent you that first text file, so
Okay.
maybe you can try from that side and I'll try from the measurement side.
This is not. How many participants do you have in your groups in the Chitamacha group?
11 person, 11. So
One, not just the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We only have 9 participants. Which is possible because maybe
in the case of the function, send to the initial function.
That's a hard one.
I thought you read it.
What is it about?
It's the same thing for us.
So to me it looks like there's 11.
The number or like channel?
Yeah, I think these are the.
It looks like there's 6
Control channel, right?
It's really
data
unhelpful.
sets here.
I don't know. I don't know what he's
And
saying.
for data set, there's 13 columns.
Yeah, the problem is that I'm not sure what these 13 columns mean, and we only have 9 rows, and we should have 11 rows. So this is all seeming a little weird. So maybe we just don't worry too much about this.
The participant number is there.
Copy of Jamal and Chilua Pal and the column say the row the veggie the column.
So because you didn't have midline frontal thetas, what channels? You said, oh, so here are the channels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 7 channels. So theta 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you have 7, but why does he have 13 here? 9 rows. So this doesn't make any sense. So maybe what we do is we just say we're not going to be able to do the midline frontal theta analyses, and we just do Panis, and that's probably fine. I'm not understanding what he's doing.
So actually, this one is the channel which we use.
Which one? So which one did you use for midline frontal theta?
So we took these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, right. We probably didn't use the reference. It's probably FP. Go to your go to what we were just looking at. Here, let me just.
Next right.
So theta, FC, F3, F4, F8. I don't know why he included FP1 in that. Yeah. We usually use that for blinks. But so he included FP1, FP2, F7, F3, FC. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So did we have 7 electrodes that went into the midline frontal theta? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. But that's not matching what we're seeing here. So here he's got 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
column 쪽숨 요래요. 아니 바게타 용도잖아. 이 채널 뇌 배제다. 그리고 나트륨. also
This?
13 columns
and rows. Channel customer mean share channel customer
should be 11 subjects and 7 rows. 7 columns.
Ming chain channel customer.
So I just don't know what these numbers are.
So, do you want the other text file?
Yeah, send them both to me, just so I have them. So here's what I think we should do. I don't think we're going to be able to do the midline frontal theta correlation, which is totally fine. Odds are it won't be significant anyways. So, yeah, it doesn't make sense. So here's what I think we should do. Let's let Daniel go back to the sleep lab and just forward that to us. And let's just do the analysis with the pianist. Are you feeling under the weather? If you want to go rest.
We can survive without
I just don't want you to, if you're feeling sick, you should take care of yourself. So let's go back to the, let's focus on the pianist and keep it simple. And thanks, Daniel.
Yeah. Sorry, it wasn't.
It was perfect actually. You downloaded it, and I couldn't even download the thing because my MATLAB's not working. Okay.
See you later.
Thank you so much, Daniel. Appreciate it. So let's do that. Why don't we get back to the pianist? We're going to close everything related to midline frontal theta. Never wanted to think about it in the first place. We don't like that.
Maybe we can ask to the
We can ask the doctors. Yeah. I can email him, but for now, let's just go work on the pianist. So let's go back to our spreadsheet. So that's what we need. We need the duration of meditation. Did you? Oh, you're entering that? Oh, wonderful. Good job. Great. Good job. Oh, so you made a copy of this. All right, now you're. So what I might do is, if it's okay, I might rename this. And we can do T1 and T2 pianist and I don't know, meditation. No, it's going to be pianist and what are we going to call this? Maybe like meditation duration or something. Because now we're adding a new variable. I don't know. I don't want to rename it while it's working. Duration. Okay, we'll do T1 and T2 pianist and duration. But let's wait till he's finished with it before we change it.
Problem.
Yeah. Here? Oh, okay, let's make sure that this is minutes 7 to 8. Okay. And this is the number of days they missed? Okay. So we're going to need to, and what is other meditation? Okay, good. So what we need to do is we need to convert this to a single number. We can't analyze 10 to 15, which is okay. So I'd say let's finish this, and then maybe let's do 7.5, 20. Let's do 12.5, because that's the middle between this. Let's do 6, let's do 9. So basically find the middle value. Yeah, maybe if you want to start, I mean I could do this actually right now.
we could do together.
Yeah. Meditation, is this the minimum? Like the minimum minutes, okay. So let's do you have yours open?
Yeah.
Why don't you add this column? And then just make a column here that says med. It's always good to not have a space between your letters and your variable. So I would do med, min, med, min, 2, or something like that. So it's just to separate it from this value.
What's the PM?
Oh, we don't have, this is actually done, right? Because we don't have any meditation for the non-meditators. Okay, so we're good to go. So let's do med, min, I don't know, med, min, 2. I'm going to get rid of this space. And then let's do missed med. Cool, missed meditation days. And then other. Okay, now we're good. And I'm actually going to do this. You all know how to insert a variable, a column, right? So if we need to insert a column, do you all know how to do that? So, yep, new column. On a Mac, you right click, and there you go. You got a new column, right? So now we can do med, min, 2. Do you know how to copy and paste all these things? So, we'll just do this together. So 7.5, 20, 12.5, 6, 9, 4.5, 9, 7, 8. We'll call this 8.5. 10. Yeah, you read them out to me. 9, 10.5, 15, 7. So that's a variable we can analyze now. And missed, what is this? Missed meditation. Okay. Do you know how to, if you wanted to move this column to here, what's an easy way to do this? Command X, Command V. Those are quick ways of copying, okay? And I'm going to move this here just to be next to it, so we know that this is the original data. We never want to delete original data, so that's why I'm keeping that there. Now let's go to missed med 2, and we'll do, I'm just going to copy this here. So I'm going to keep 10. Non-NA is always a good value to add when you've got a missing variable. Non-applicable. 6, 15, non-applicable. All this is good. This we're going to change to 12.5. Okay? So you just need a single variable. We're going to change this to 4.5. We're going to change this to 12.5. 12.5. 20, 22.5. Oops. 2.5, 10, 7, and then I'm going to change this to NA, because they just said no. Oh, missed meditation, so this would be 0, right? That's not NA. They said they didn't miss any, so that would be 0. They answered it, they just wrote no. But this, I presume, is they didn't even answer it. And then okay, another thing, I always like to have data as numbers rather than letters. So I'm going to do 1, just this little, just so you know, if you want to add all these, you can just drag this, 1, and then you can go to 0. 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. So now, I'm going to keep that as NA because I think it's a missed value. So I'm going to call this other med 2. Okay. I'm going to delete. How do I delete this column? Yeah. How do I delete that column? Right click. Okay. So now we're starting to get data that's ready to analyze. So you actually now have two cool variables, a couple variables that you can look at. So now let's think about what analysis you want to do. So this is, we need to rename this. So this is T1 and T2 panis and duration, right? But it's also, it's not only CM, it's PM. So maybe duration, how about this? How about T1 and T2 and med duration, meditation duration? Ah, good point, Takila. That's a good point. I like that. So we should always specify. That's a very good point, Takila. T2 med. Right?
This has no T1.
I know, but it's still good to. Okay. It's still good to name that. What did I just do? Did something. I don't like what I did. So medmin to medmin, we're going to delete this column, delete that column. We're going to call this T2. So even though we don't have a T1, it's always good to name your variables very closely so that you always know exactly. Another quick way to spread this out, let's say it's kind of annoying that this is, you can just do this and it'll make it a little wider here. So let's do T2 min 2. This would be T2 will go to T2. Okay. Now, one thing we could do now, let's see, are we ready to make, are we done with data? Is there any new data we want to do?
The last
Yeah, this one you already put.
You already put, so I think you already put that, right? So there's nothing else we need to do here? We're not going to do the midline frontal theta
at the moment.
So I think what we could do is we could make an analysis spreadsheet, right? There's no more data we need to do. There's no more data you have, right? This is all the data on their engagement, and we don't have any. What's that? You think NA is 0? Can you check that?
Yes. This one is for 3.
Yeah.
And correct? Which one?
CM3.
It's CM1.
CM2.
CM2 tranquility. Now, this came down.
Actually, they done this. I just put NA. That means
0.
Yes,
0. Oh,
yes,
great.
yes.
So we actually have data for everyone. That's perfect. So this is 0, 0.
So CM yes, about that.
Call this average. Okay. So we have no new data to enter, right? Okay.
CM5. I want to make sure to what's the minimum.
Yeah.
Either there's 0 or
Other meditation. Yes.
CM5. He missed the 15 days.
Oh, 15? So not 0.
CM5.
Oh, so I have CM4 missed 15 days. So did CM4 miss 15 days?
No, CM5.
CM4 the 15 days later.
let's check to the CM4.
CM4 15 days, yeah.
CM4 15 days.
Yep.
Okay. Did you say CM5 missed 15 days too?
Right? CM5 did it all. CM5. He missed 15 days.
No, it's still was a mistake.
Yeah, that's okay. It's always good to check.
Make sure to the same thing.
So CM4 missed 15. That's good. We've got that. Checks out.
Sometimes both they miss 15 days.
Both of them missed 15?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So CM5, you're saying they missed 15 days. So they missed 15?
How much are that? Actually, there's no answer. He put it blank.
Okay, so that would be NA. So CM5 is NA, but the other one is actually 0.
NA, I think.
Okay. But just to be clear, CM2 is 0, right?
CM2
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, guys, I think what we're going to do now.
Regulation, that means
Yes.
Okay. So now I think what we want to do now is we want to make a copy.
Yes, he said. Yes, how much
For CM4? Well, CM4 is 15. No, CM4 is 6. No, I'm sorry, you're right. CM4 is 15.
Yes, because
CM4 is 15.
30 days.
But only 6 and 7 minutes. No, then and they will get 15 minutes regularly. 5 to 7. Sometimes 5 to 7.
So then it is yes.
How much here?
But what about missed days? Because that's the value.
Zero.
Oh,
No,
wait,
it's 0.
for CM4? For CM4?
Yes.
Regular meditation.
Okay, so it's a
No mistake.
I think it's a we to copy to the code by.
So right now we have CM4 missed 15 days, but you're saying they didn't miss 15, they missed 0?
Only 4 days, 5 days, 5 days, 15 days, 4 days. So I think
0?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. 0, okay. So we're going to say CM4 missed 0 days.
Yes.
They were good, not bad. All right, so now let's do this. Now, we have no new data we want to add, right?
So we are checking only the T2.
Checking only T2, so we've got, let me just think for a second. We don't have the midline frontal theta data.
Or we can compare the T1 and T2 and balance.
you could compare the T1 and T2 panels, but you could also compare the T2 across the groups, because that's the same analysis that you did for your methods. So we want to do analyses that are the same as what we have the brain data for, right? Because the brain data is P squared. Yeah, does that make sense? So let's do this. Let's make a copy. We're going to make a copy. So make a copy. Okay? Copy. And let's call this T1 and T2 PANIS med duration analysis. Cool? Okay. So we're going to make a copy. Okay. I'm just going to close both of these because I want to see what they look like. Why are you here? Okay. So this is T1 med duration. That's our spreadsheet that we just did. And let's just do a quick check. CM4 should be 0. That should be the most up-to-date one. And it is 0. Okay. So now let's open in our analysis one. Med duration analysis. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something that I think is good practice. There may be some formulas, right? At this point when we start analysis, we want to get rid of formulas. So I'm going to click, what would be an easy way to copy this whole spreadsheet? Here? Love it. Now I'm going to go to Command C, or I could go to File, I could do Edit, Copy, or you could do Command C if you're on Mac, Control C if you're on a PC. So I'm copying, I copied it. Now I'm going to go to, how would I do a paste special values only? I could do this. I could go to, nope. I could do that. Or I could go to Edit. I could go to here. So there's two ways I could do it. One is right click, or one is here. Paste special. I'm going to do values only. You'll notice nothing changed. But what that did is it stripped out any possible that there's any formulas. All right. So I'm going to do this integrity check. CM4 was the last value we changed. It's 0. Everything still looks good. Now, let's get rid of some stuff. So we need to keep the participant ID. Let's keep the time. Let's keep the age. Let's keep the gender, although presumably they're all males, right?
Yes.
So let's just populate this. Are the lay people all males too?
Yes.
So here's a quick way to fill all those rows. You just drag it. We've got some Indians and Tibetans. We don't know, so we're going to do NA. And we're going to do NA. Okay? Let's just assume everyone's in the Gelug sect. Even if... Okay? And we you're Kagyu, okay, so you go sit at that table. We don't do Kagyu here. Only Nyingma or Gelug, but not Nyingma, only Gelug. Just kidding. All right. So now let's highlight. Let's highlight the stuff that we really want to keep. Right? We want to keep this. So let's go to yellow, and we want to keep this. Let's go to yellow. We'll just know these are just all the variables we want to keep. Jug Troop's work, is this you? This is just a check?
It's just check.
Okay. So we can delete that. I'm going to keep this for whatever reason because I'm neurotic. And then let's keep the time and date. Oops, I don't want to do that. If ever you do something and you don't want to do it, do Command Z on a map or Control Z. Okay, we're going to keep time date because that's always a good integrity check. Okay, and then all we need here is this and this. Oh, sorry. Let's do this and this. Now, we just need the average ones for analysis. So we need this. We need this. We need missed med, other med. So we need these two. What is this? Average, this. Average, we don't need this. Other meditation. Oh yeah, you're right. Perfect. Good check. So anything else that we want to analyze? I don't think so. So this is we've saved this in other places. We can start deleting, right? So let's delete all of these rows. No, I don't want to do that. So this is a good way to get all the rows, right? Now I can go to right click, and I can go to delete columns G through Z. Boom. There we go, right? We're going to get rid of this. What am I going to delete? Who? No. We're going to delete. Delete these. Okay. And then now we're going to delete all of this. So to do this, apparently, I need to get this. I need to get this arrow, and then I go to this. Okay. So I'm going to delete all of that. Right click, delete K through AD, and then I'm going to get this. Delete. Wait, right? No, I just deleted. Ooh. I just deleted a cell. CM4 is still 0. I did something. I don't like it. I'm going to just go back. So I'm going to go back because I didn't like what happened. Delete K through AD. I'm going to delete this row. Delete column. I'm going to delete column. And I'm going to delete column. Let's just, so we know this is not missing data, let's do this. You can see how you can now easily cover all of that. But not applicable. Now, we've got ourselves a good data set. We no longer need this color or anything. So let's do this. Unhighlight. So now you have a spreadsheet with which you can analyze. You can analyze this in JASP. Okay? Okay. So let's see here. One analysis that we could do is we could compare the Chitta Mantra to Prasangika on positive and negative, and see if their emotions go in the same direction as their brain. We could also say, does the Chitta Mantra group practice more? Because one of the thoughts is that maybe they practice more, and that explains the more bifrontal theta. Okay? So, how would we upload this into JASP?
First, we create CSV first.
Okay, let's first create a CSV file. We're going to go to Save As. Okay, now I'm going to save as a... let's actually go to Download. Here. Where's Download? Okay, see Download, okay? So everybody see this? I'm going to File, I'm going to Download, and I'm going to comma separated values. Okay? Okay, that's now downloaded. So let's open this. Now, this is a comma separated values spreadsheet, although it says XLS. I don't know what that is. file. No. Oh, so this is the name we have here. Oh. We have .analysis.xls. That's confusing. Let's rename this. Here, just bear with me 1 second. Oh, you can see I named this weird. I don't like the name. So let's do this. Let's do T1 and T2 Panis med duration analysis. I'm going to get rid of the dot, and I'm going to get rid of the XLS. Okay? And then let's go to here. Hopefully that updates. Yep. It's still. Let's just go to File, Download, XLS, or comma separated values. It's still that weird thing, but we'll go with it. All right. Now I'm going, okay, so now I've got this file. This is presumably a comma separated values file. So I'm going to go to Save As. Good, it's a comma separated values file. So now that I have this open, I can see this is comma. Why do we want to do a comma separated values file? Because it's really easy to open a comma separated values file on any platform, including JAS. So I'm going to save this as a comma separated values file. And I'm going to save it, just, you don't have to do this, but I'm going to save this in a place where I know it's stored well. So this is me navigating my own computer. You don't have, you can do something different here, but I just want to make sure I save this. So I'm going to go to ETSI Research Program, maybe I'm going to go to Winter Research 2022. I'm going to do Group 8. I'm going to create an analysis folder. And I'm going to do this here. Now, what I'm next going to do, what do I need to do now? I need to get this on so that you all have access to this. So, because the goal is not for me to do this. So what I'm going to do is, how am I going to do this? I need to save this CSV file here so you can analyze it. So let me go to Create, Material. I hate these Google Docs. So this is going to be, I need to navigate to your, so we created a CSV file of their analyses.
I see.
But I don't know how to upload it to Google. Because it's like, I saved it. When I upload it?
That's a lot of windows, right?
I know. Oh, you already uploaded it? How did you do that?
You just direct upload this one and file up.
Oh, so you downloaded it as a CSV?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
I guess we're good. Thank you. Teaching in action here.
Robin.
It's on video, so I'll figure it out later. All right, good. The student becomes a teacher. Okay, so now you have. So now now what you want to do is you want to open JAS.
Just open
So go to there, new data, and now we want to open that file. So maybe go to there.
browse or app.
I go to browse. Did you save it? Okay, there you go. Good. Yes. Holy cow. We got it. Holy cow. Holy cow. All right. So now what we can do, the only thing,
C and the B, do you think we need to separate both P and the C?
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I don't know how to do it. What we want to do is we want to have a file just with the Chitamatra plus Nisha. So how about this? Let's do this. Let's create a separate file. Let's create a CSV file that is that's not all three groups, but that create a separate CSV file with only the Chitamatra and plus. So let's see here. This is where's the CSV file you created? Let's go to the CSV file. Not the Google sheet. Okay, open that. Open that. All right. So this is a CSV file. Now let's see if we can. Open it in Excel. Good job. Good job. You know what you're doing. All right. So now do you see what we're doing? This is important. We're going to create a separate spreadsheet just with the Chitamatra and plus Gika group. So I'm going to delete this. They're gone, right? Let's just check, make sure. We didn't delete it, just including the NM. Delete. They're gone. So now we need to rename this, right? Because we need a new name. So let's do save as. We'll do all of this. I don't like all this extra stuff. Analysis, right? And we'll call this PM, or Pasagika meditation, and CM, right? So it's only those groups. Okay, now, can you, is this saved as an Excel? Yes, this might be saved as an Excel. No, it's saved as a CSV. So now can you open this file in Jasper?
The desktop can't.
So you can close that. Don't save. Just reopen Jasper.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
And then go to let's go. You can do list. See, so that one, top one. Click on that. Okay. So now we should have just Chitta Matra and Prasangika. Okay. So we're ready for analysis. Holy cow.
Yeah, we also need to separate both of them.
No, okay. Because we want them now in Durera. So now let's do a independent samples t-test. So let's just go to t-test and do classical independent samples. And
which variable is down?
Let's see here. Well, I think I'm going to do one thing. Well, let's actually just, I'm just curious. Let's try. So I think grouping would be this, right? Wait, actually, let's go back to the data. So, okay. So what we need to do here is we need to create a grouping variable, right? Because right now we have a participant ID, we have time, we don't have a grouping variable. So we're going to create a grouping variable. We're going to insert, and let's just call this group, right? And we'll call Chitta Matra. How about 1? Because stats package is like, maybe we can just do CM. Let's try CM and see if that works, because that's going to be more descriptive. But if it has a hard time with that, we can have it as a number, what we call a dummy code. Okay. So now we'll save this. Now open this. The Jackson. So maybe close. Grouping variable, let's do group. Okay. And then the dependent variable, let's try T1, wait, let's go to T2 positive. Further scroll down. Let's do T2 positive. Yeah. And, okay, so right now, it looks like the groups are not different on positive emotion. Let's create some descriptives. So now we see the mean. So the Chitta Matra has higher positive mood than the Prasangika, but it's not significant. Let's create a bar plot. Okay, so here are your bar plots.
How about the negative?
Let's do something fancier. Let's do a rain cloud. There it gives your individual values. So that's good. There's no difference. That doesn't help us, but it's a good thing to present. You've done yourself an analysis. Let's look at negative emotion. So do an analysis. Move T2, just so you know, you can drag it, or I think you can just click this and then move it back. So let's try T2 negative. And then we'll take our break. Okay. Wow, they're not different on negative at all.
Even
more not negative. Okay? So let's just do something quickly here, given that you did all this work. What is time date? Oh no, missed meditation. Let's see if the group differs on missed meditation. No, they don't differ on the missed meditation. And let's see if they differ here. Other meditation. Ooh, that's interesting. So Chitta Mantra, that's interesting. So Chitta Mantra actually has more meditation. That's interesting.
Right, but when we look at the EEG, they show more
midline frontal theta. So yeah, this is our answer. Holy cow. This is it.
Check with the time on.
Time where? Oh yeah. Other meditation. Where's that? Oh.
Yeah, more.
Okay, they don't but they have, this is the thing that I think is your interesting story. They have more meditation, which is a little bit of a problem, because it suggests that there's a confound in the analysis. And the confound is that you don't have your group's equivalent on meditation. But it shows you've done really good work here to demonstrate that this might be driving your midline frontal theta. So you have your presentation done. What you're doing now is you are reporting your group difference in Gaelic brain.
Oh yeah. And then some terrible.
So you're reporting your group difference in the brain that Sudatta got you, and then you're going to report positive and negative, no effect. But then you're going to report this, that the Chitta Mantra group has more meditation, and that might explain why they have higher midline frontal theta. And that's your talk. That's it.
Can we ask to the
lay people? I can email them. My sense is it may be hard given we have such a limited amount of time to build the posters. Can you do one thing for me? Can you actually open up the spreadsheet with all three groups? Because I'd be interested to see if the monastics have more positive or negative emotion than the lay people.
And then I think you want they did is lay people better.
Oh, they have more positive?
Both positive.
Both negative? You've already done this analysis?
I think we just tried to do it.
Okay, so we can rerun these analyses pretty quickly. So we don't need to save these at open. But let's go to, how do you open data? So go to, now go to, yeah. Let me just see that this has all of the people. Okay, so I'm going to just show you something here. When you have two groups, it's a t-test. When you have three groups, it's an ANOVA. So why don't we take a break, and when we come back, we'll examine whether monastics have higher or lower positive emotion than the people. I don't want to break up your break. But this is great. You're in good position now to do your analysis. Good job.
Thank you.